Morning, man, behind the scenes.
Morning.
The sun's out.
Sun's out.
Water's up. Water is way up. Way up. And it's borderline if we go to our towel job, but it's probably a little too wet, so we're on to the next project.
Really don't know if we can make it there. That's the way I came.
Well, you don't have a boat?
No, I don't.
All right, we got Bubba Dump in the shop, and I guess we're gonna have to let the cat out of the bag what we're doing here, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right. All right, man, behind the scenes.
All right.
Here's what we got going on.
Yeah.
We got a new set of shoes coming for old Bubba Dump.
Oh, we do. We do.
We have partnered with Titan Tire. We're gonna get a set of flotation tires.
Yes.
For old Bubba. I don't know if you've noticed, but the last 2 days they probably would have come in handy if they were already on the truck.
Yeah, they would have.
I could probably put up example A, B, or C, or possibly D even. But anyways, we got to make a few modifications to the truck to get them to fit properly. The biggest issue we got is the spacing between these two axles. If you guys can see right here, there's about 4 inches right there, and we need 6 inches. So what we're gonna do, we don't want those tires to rub each other, because if those tires rub each other right there, they'll create a lot of heat, a lot of unnecessary wear, and long story short, nothing good is gonna happen to that.
Yeah.
So we need to find a way to take that axle and move it that way about 2.5 inches. I guess we could take that axle and move that way 2.5 inches, but that one seems to be easier.
Yeah. I like that one better.
Yeah. All right. I think we got a plan. We've been kind of studying this over the last couple of days. I think we got a plan that's, I don't want to call it simple, but doable. Is doable a good explanation?
I think it'll work.
So, all right. To get in here to work, the first thing we're going to need to do is get this tire and the other tire off his back axle so we can get into the axle. So,
We'll start breaking some.
let's do it. Iron's getting the lug nuts busted off. We're going to try to get this raised up here enough. We can get.
I got 2 left on this tire, so let me know when you're ready.
All right, the driver's side's off. This side is really close.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and bust them off.
Bust them off.
You ready to wrestle some tires off?
Do we have a choice?
No. The magic's definitely not working this morning.
Yeah. I'll go in a little bit.
Hey, we're down 2 tires.
Yeah. Wheels are going.
I'm I'm gonna go down easy on the old Harbor Freight here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we hit the axle stops and get this thing a decent distance from the ground.
Yeah.
You ready?
I think so.
All right. I did check. My good news, my life insurance is paid up this morning.
I'm glad yours is.
All right.
Don't put me in danger. I don't have anything like that.
Well, you can film from a distance. You ready?
Yep.
Try to go easy. Going down.
Going down.
A little faster.
Yeah, you can go down a lot. Everything looks good. Yeah. Got about 3 inches before it hits the stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna run out of jack before we get there. All right.
So now we're out of jack. Do you want them jack stands? I don't know if that's still gonna be, I don't know if that's gonna be enough yet. There ain't no way of getting the crane under it. I was gonna say, it's gonna come down a long ways yet before it hits some stops.
We could raise that back up and get one of those big jack stands right here. Because we don't want to get that too low because we need room to pull it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right, I'll go get one of them.
Okay, we got the axle blocked up. We got a bunch of blocking in right there, which has allowed us to, basically this axle back here is just hanging. So this thing's not actually attached in a whole lot of places. So one of the first things we need to do is get this alignment rod, or what we call a dog bone, out of the way. The ideal scenario would be to get it off on that side over there. I think that's gonna be the more difficult side, but we're gonna at least give it a try first. If that don't work, we'll try to get it off on this side over here.
Yeah. All right.
I think this is what they call hope and a prayer.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we're in. It's turning. Oh yeah.
Going?
Yeah. You got it.
Did it go all the way through? Did it turn all the way through?
Yeah, it turned like it was turning the.
Holy snikes.
So, yeah, we lucked out on that one. Why'd we do the easy one first?
I didn't think the easy one was gonna come off.
Oh, hello. You think we can get back there to that back one? Oh, you're close. Oh, you're on it. All right. Hold on. Let me get on it here. All right, try it now. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, yes way. All right. I'm glad we thought it wouldn't come out, because if we thought it would have came out, it never would have came out.
Almost makes me wonder if we should just take both sides off.
Yeah, completely out of our way. I'll go with that. Yeah, I don't have a problem there.
You think this side will come out as easy?
I'm gonna say it ain't. Well, we didn't think this would come off, so I'm gonna say that ain't coming off, and then it'll come off easy. Oh boy, there we go. Gosh, I'm trying to hold it.
I know you are. You're holding it with
Yeah.
You're not in an ideal situation there, bud. You ready?
Yep.
All right, I bet you we get in there.
Do we have another socket?
Yeah, I think we do. You ready?
Yep.
Now,
I better keep that in there for now. Oh. Oh, yes. No offense, but I like this impact better. It's not near as hard on my hand. Actually, you know what? Yeah, keep on going. I like this. No pressure on me. All I can say is I'm glad that subscriber got that.
yeah.
Do we need to switch sides or is it good over there? Oh, my bad. Yeah,
Hot dog. All right, you ready?
Yep.
I cannot believe they have no anesthesia, no nothing on them, and they came out.
Got your gems?
Yep. There's three on each side, right?
Two.
Two on each. I think there's three on each side.
Where's the? Yep, you're right. Three on each side. That's easy to remember. You forget it's on video now.
On video.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet. Going our way this morning.
For a change.
It's like your little weightlifting thing there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be no shims on that side.
No, that's what I was looking. That's good. So there it is. All right.
Just what you always wanted.
I can't believe it came out.
Me and you both. Okay, and next on the list, we need to get the drive shaft out of here before we forget. And well, yeah, I'm hoping there's enough. We're only going 2.5 inches. I'm hoping there's enough flex in this joint, but we got to figure that out too. But first things first, let's get her unhooked.
Good? Yeah, I got pressure. It will drop a little bit, but it ain't gonna go very far. Then you get it over and lift up on it.
Yeah.
Don't let it slack out.
All right, start pulling. Oh, come on, baby. All right, now pull. There we go. Right there's where we need it.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, if you like it, it's good.
Sweet. Drive shaft is out. This is the last concerning connection we got. There's 4 bolts right here on this little thing. I'm gonna try to get that impact up in there and see if I can get those to break loose. You got a smaller impact by chance?
Yeah, it's on the truck. It's on its way.
I'm on it. That one's turning. I just need somebody holding that on the other side. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Like it?
Yep.
Going?
Yep.
Huh.
Keep going. Oh, it's coming.
I say we just leave that one alone for now, since we know they're coming loose easy.
Yeah.
And after we get a jack underneath it and we're comfortable with it,
Yeah.
we'll take it loose.
Well, I'll just go back here and I'm comfortable with it the way it is.
Well, I'm not Superman here, so.
Oh, you ain't that strong?
All right, guys, sorry I missed it. We ended up getting a jack underneath here. Got that last bolt out. I think that's pretty much it from underneath here. We got a vent line and a brake line to disconnect at some point, but we can do that from the other side. All right, man, behind the scenes, here's what we're thinking. I don't want to jinx it, but so far so good. We got drive shaft loose, dog bone loose, front joint loose.
Yeah.
The only thing holding this rear end in here right now is these 8 bolts right here, a brake line and a vent line. We've got it supported with 2 jacks kind of jammed up in there where it can't go nowhere. We're gonna try to bust these 8 bolts loose, let this down on some jack stands. We're thinking maybe we can get a little mighty tractor in here with the forks.
Yeah.
Grab that thing, boy, I'd just be slick as a whistle and pull it right out, couldn't it? So, all right, oh, you think these bolts are gonna come out?
I hope they do.
Me and you both, let's find out. You ready?
Yeah.
We gonna get lucky again?
I hope. Okay.
Come on.
Yep.
It's spinning. Ready?
Okay.
It's spinning a little bit, loosen it up maybe.
Whoops. Thought I had it.
Now this is where things are gonna get interesting, because I'm not sure if I can get on those back ones. Open a prayer, here we go. That work?
Yeah, it did.
I can't believe it. All right, we are on the other side. We got the 2 difficult ones. Now we're down to the 2 hopefully easy ones, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
You want to hit up against that and save your hand? Close?
Yeah, you're getting close. Slid off.
Always gotta be one out of the group.
Yeah, there it is. Huh, wrench the wrong size now.
Finally. Let's have bolts in there. I'm gonna put 1 bolt on the other side too, just so it can't slide. Got it. Well, in theory, there should be nothing holding this in other than a brake line and a vent line. So we got some jack stands underneath the hubs here. I think what we're gonna try to do is lower it down. We're gonna lower it down to those jack stands. If we get it set on the jack stands, we'll get our brake line or vent line disconnected. We'll bring the little tractor in here, and hopefully the tractor, if the tractor can lift it off the jack stands, we'll pull the jack stands out and we'll pull the jack stands out, lower it down and pull it out.
Yeah, need counterweight I can jump on back.
I don't know, that's gonna be a lot
The
for...
tractor's got the power to pick it, I just don't know if we got enough counterweight in the back.
The tractor will lift your little welder. You think that weighs more than your welder?
Ooh, that lift big blue?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I think it'll get it.
All right, well, let's get her down the jack stands first.
All right.
You ready?
Yep, here we go. Okay, that's all free. My side's coming down, your side coming down?
Nope, this side. Maybe. It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Yeah, buddy. For some reason, is that jack stand higher on the other side? Are you centered under that one? I think this one's got to be moved.
That's the only thing I have to do. I think we're gonna run out of jack
Oh, really?
first.
Man, where is this gonna be close? Ooh.
I do see one unforeseen issue.
Wow, what's that?
We got a big bolt right here. I didn't think was gonna be there. We're sliding that back, and I think we can adjust that hole up there to make it work. All right, we're close.
Yeah, we are.
We have a touchdown on this side.
Yeah, we got enough. We're gonna be good. There we go. No, well, them little jack stands hold it. That tractor will pick it up.
All right.
Good deal.
Now we get to our brake line, our air line. Everything we need is right here.
Down to a brake line.
Brake line and vent line. We may need to get something to catch the brake fluid.
Okay.
It's 100% disconnected.
Yeah.
We just gotta get it out of there. I guess we're gonna give the little tractor a go.
Yeah, we'll give a little tractor go. We want to try that.
See what happens.
See that tractor.
All right, let me go get the forks.
That'd be our shop fork truck then.
Shop fork truck. That'd be handy right now.
Yeah.
Just take the bed off and use the crane.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll probably do that.
we got the tractor holding up that side, crane holding up this side, and the floor jack's holding up the front. We need to get this whole thing to come back like an inch or two to get out of that joint up there. Or maybe I need to get underneath the pry bar and see if I can pry it back. All right, I'm gonna set you guys up over here so you can sit and watch.
Yeah, not bothering the dog at all. Yeah. Tell you what. Yeah. Yeah.
So basically what we're going to do to this axle is cut this thing off and add 2.5 inches right here. For the sake and the ease of doing that, we're going to try to set it up on our trusty jack stands here, so it makes it a little easier on our welder guy.
Saw horses.
I guess you are sawing, and I guess I can't argue this fact. All right, you happy with your rigging?
I think so. We'll find out.
Well, the tractor wouldn't lift it. Let's see if the crane will.
Yeah.
Oh, that's heavy, bud.
Yeah.
All right, here, sit down. All right, before we go gangbusters here, we're gonna get us some random marks. So that should be our centering mark, right?
Yeah.
And then I think we need to get a pre-measurement.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be smart enough to use this thing. Oh, 8 inches. So on our mark, from there to there,
Just
2.31. So we're gonna need to add 2.5 to that to be our final, right?
yeah.
I'm gonna write that up here. Can't write. 2.31, then you want to see if that bottom's the same?
You see what the bottom is, yeah.
It's pretty close. Can't see it on it right there. There we go, right there. It's 2.41.
2.41.
So top, bottom. I'd say if we put this thing back together, if we're between those two numbers,
Yeah, we're going.
fine. Now
4.1 and 3.1. What's that in inches? So that'd be 4.1.
or 1,000th of an inch. That's hundredths. That's tenths. Those hundredths of an inch.
Yeah. So we're.
Do we need any marks on the side for his elevation, or do you think it matters? Everything's not in the rubber, so it's.
Yeah.
Center is a big deal.
The big deal. I think we'll be all right on our sides.
I think we will be too.
I think we'll be fine. I was just thinking, I was trying to do math in my head because we're gonna end up adding that 1/2 inch plate.
Yeah, that ain't gonna matter.
But it ain't gonna matter for nothing. I was thinking to myself, but it won't work if we could take it out up here. So it was a brain fart.
At least you got a brain to fart.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna let you start cutting this off. I'm assuming your tool of choice is gonna be a wafer.
Yeah, I'm keeping it clean.
And I'm gonna start getting the game plan on our adjustment plates over there.
Yeah, so we gotta cut them out. So,
Hey. Going pretty smooth.
yeah.
All right, Aaron's got his tool of choice going to town there. So what our plan is on this is we're gonna build a plate that offsets these bolt holes like 2.5 inches. I actually drew this up the other day just to get an idea of what we got. But what I didn't see is we got this bolt that kind of sticks up out of the middle right here that holds this whole thing together. We're gonna make a little modification on that. And then we may cut this out and kind of see what it looks like and make sure everything lines out of a piece of scrap metal. Pull it, cut it out of some good 1/2 inch. I have no idea how that water got in there.
Yeah, I have no clue either.
No, that's a mystery, bud. That's an absolute mystery. Okay, guys, hopefully this makes sense. This bolt, this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, which makes that X pattern is the original mounting. That is the center of that. This bolt, this bolt, this bolt, and this bolt makes the new mounting, which is the center right here. These two bolts here we're gonna reuse to hold the plate in place. So we need to take right here and put 1.75 inch circle, which should put in the center of our new mounting. We can delete all these out of here now. And this should be our new mounting plate with our hole in the right spot. So we're gonna cut this out of something small and thin, see how it works. And if we like it, eventually we're gonna cut it out a 1/2 inch. All right, I think we're set up. Let's blow this out and see what it looks like. So this plate actually goes through and is welded on this back side here, so can't quite reach that with a grinder. Aaron's washing out a little bit out with the torch there. Hopefully we get it to come off here. Hey, it's off.
It's off. That's good. Now clean it up and it'll be ready to go.
No snakes come out at you.
No, no extra water.
All right, man, behind the scenes, me and the little table over here, we've been having a chat. Been having a chat. But good news, we're getting along again.
Okay.
We're getting along. So, all right, now me and the GoPro are having a little chat. They decided to have a dead battery. So, here's what I've discovered. I thought I was crazy for cutting this out of a scrap piece of metal, but it's proved to be beneficial because what I couldn't tell while this was in the truck is this bolt pattern is a 1/4 inch different one way than what it is the other way. See how it fits perfect this way? Perfect.
Yeah.
But it don't fit perfect that way. Not so much. The other thing is I've discovered I can cut these holes just a little bit bigger because they have oversized the holes in these plates. So we might as well oversize our holes to match.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
So here's my question. Do we cut another one out of 1/4 inch or do I go ahead and commit and cut it out of 1/2 inch?
Well, do you feel like you got all your hiccups corrected?
I do.
Positive.
Well, I was pretty positive I had it right the first time too.
Yeah, you didn't. I would like to say go ahead and commit.
Go ahead and commit?
We'll go all in.
All right, well.
Oh, how much plate we got?
Enough to make 2 plates.
So, can't be no more hiccups.
No more hiccups.
Okay. Yeah, I say go ahead and commit to it.
All right, you heard them, guys. We're gonna commit. Here's our 1/2 inch plate, or what little bit of plate we got left. So let's get this thrown up on the table and hope we can make it happen. All right, here we go. Let's hope this plate works. All right, that is absolutely money, baby. Those holes all line up perfect. That lines up perfect. So the way this is gonna work is I got 4 holes in there that line up with the originals. And then we got 4 new holes that line up back here. We gotta drill 2 new holes right there. But I'm gonna cut another one of these out real quick. And then we're gonna have to figure out what we need to cut for right here.
What?
Hoping I cut my holes right. You got me second guessing my plate over here. This does go the right way, right? Yeah. That would be bad if I extended it the wrong way.
Well, you second guess your holes. I'm second guessing putting this thing together. So, and we agreed that we're right on this.
All right, man, behind the scenes. Good news, my plates fit. I think
Yes.
all that's gonna work out just fine. You got all this cleaned up. Looks
Yep.
good, so we need to start building our way back out and adding 2 inches in here. I think step 1 is gonna be cut identical plate to this one, right?
Correct.
Which is 4.5 by 14. So we'll cut that, get it on there, and we'll build our box frame out. And then we'll get that back on there and lined up.
Yeah.
You like it?
I love it.
All right, I'm gonna get the drone over here. Hey, me and this thing are getting along a lot better now.
Yeah, that's good.
There she is, 14 by 4.5. Hopefully we hit this fancy little button right here. And that is exactly what we end up with over there. $14 by 4.5, just as you requested, sir.
If your measurements was right. All right. Okay.
Now, this comes to the thumb. Because it overhangs top and bottom, you know, the same amount. So we gotta get that perfect.
You want to maybe like get one corner and then we'll tweak it around?
Get one corner where you like it. Thing, you just want me to eyeball it? How you want me to?
I don't know how crucial it is. You think we need to measure it or think we can eyeball it?
Pretty close right there.
Okay.
As long as we're this way good.
You go towards you just a little bit. Maybe just a little more towards you. Okay.
Right there, around the shoulder. Right. I can get it right here. All right.
You still like it up and down?
It can go up just a touch. Right there. Put tack on it, let's see what it looks like.
All right, that looks good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay. What's
Like
wrong with it?
we know it.
Oh.
I'm just, this whole thing's went pretty well. The biggest struggle we've had so far is getting this cut off, and
Yeah.
it was more of an aggravating than a struggle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're good to weld this off, right?
Yeah, this should be good to weld off, and then you just gotta keep.
I need to cut, so whenever I cut your box beam coming out here, you want me to cut that like an inch short so you got room so it's inset, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have it inset.
And then how do you want me to do the corners up here? You want me to make them where the insides touch so you can weld the outside?
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay. All right, well I need to go back to the drawing board.
You go back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna weld this out.
Okay.
You're gonna weld this out.
I don't know.
There ain't nothing. I mean, that has really nothing to do with it because we'll have room if we need to.
Yeah, we
slide
got room to
there.
slide this
Yeah.
around for our final alignment, right?
Yeah. So we got this pretty well, you said dead on.
Yeah.
I mean, side to side, up and down.
Yeah, it's all, I mean, we even checked it with the,
Yeah,
we checked it with the yellow eyeball.
Yeah. So this is good. And as long as your spacers are right.
All right, let me get to cutting on those. Perfect timing. You got that welded out, and I got you some pieces and parts cut.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna use our fancy magnets over here. We said we'd never use, and see if we can get this together. We gotta make sure these all get put in there the right way. This might end up being a bad day at the office. There's that. All right.
Like it?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. What should I do with my gloves, Win? Good news, I found them. This right here is how much we need to make our tires fit.
Yeah.
So this now goes, look at that, man, behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
Like what you're seeing there?
Yeah. And that's our, this ain't an axle spacer, it ain't a wheel spacer. What is this gonna be considered?
Spacer.
A spacer.
All right, take it right there.
All right. Eyeballs.
You need a ground.
All right, now you ready?
Yep.
Eyeballs.
I think you should have said belly on that one.
Yeah. Here on this side, like it.
No, hold on. Man, I mean, if that's not perfect, it's not as close as it gets.
Okay.
Yep. Man, so many measurements, so much math, and I missed one thing. So this is supposed to be a 2.5 inch assembly, and as you can see, that is clearly 3 inches because I forgot to minus a 1/2 inch for that plate. Ah!
I thought you even said you were taking a 1/2 inch off of it.
I took them off here so you'd have this gap to weld.
Yeah.
I even double checked that. Well, it's just tacked on there. Do you want to try to put it on the...
Either way.
It's either that or I cut all new ones and use that for fly bar.
We'll do that.
All right, man, huh? Behind the scenes, we got all kinds of shenanigans going on here.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. We're gonna do the old fancy rip cut. You ready for, see if this works?
Yeah.
I guess that's how you lose a ½ inch real quick.
Huh?
Guess that's how you lose a ½ inch real quick.
Yeah.
All right, now we still gotta do the ends. What do you want to just break them apart and rip them real quick, or?
Yeah.
All right, crisis averted. We're ripped down. Think it's gonna be the right size this time? You want to check it before we even tack it on there. And the tape measure says
2.5.
2.5. Say 2 9/16. But I don't know if there's anything we can do about it. Think that's close enough to 2.5.
I think so. I think it is.
2 9/16 it is.
All right.
I got a 16th of play in my hole, so we'll be fine.
Okay.
You ready for the final piece?
Oh yeah, I think so.
All right, well, let's get her up there.
Spacers in.
Spacers in, baby. Bring on the tires.
Try to find some way to take this. You want me to take it from this side like you had it before?
Yeah, probably a bad idea. We need to go towards you, don't we?
Yep. Oh yeah, it shows you need to go towards me quite a bit. You come towards me.
I don't think I need to go much more according to your marks. What let me do?
Yeah, let me. Now we're getting close.
I got this thing in a very awkward position. Okay, now how you do?
No, now back. Yeah, it shows it needs to go to you.
There it is, hopefully, guys. Our center line is all lined back up. All of our measurements check out.
Yep.
That's a extra tuna. You know, somebody's gonna get a hold of this truck one day. They're gonna think, what in the world did these boys do?
Yeah. Oh man, I wouldn't even get close.
All right, guys, Aaron had to head out of here for a ball game, but that was a pretty productive day. He's got that all welded back off. All of our measurements check out good. I got the plates cut. This thing is just about ready to go back in. We got to drill 2 new holes right here. So we're gonna move this bolt up 2.5 inches. So we need to drill a new hole right here. We're gonna reuse this one. This will be the new hole for the mounting thing. And we got to make a small little modification right here for that bolt to stick up through there. So yeah, we're close. I'm hoping the sun's been out. I'm hoping maybe we can go plow some tile tomorrow. I don't know, but if we can't plow tile tomorrow, we'll be back in here getting this back together. We got about a week and a half, 2 weeks for our tires show up. So yeah, hopefully we'll be sitting pretty when they finally do. All right, that's a wrap. I gotta get to a ball game as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know the routine. We'll catch you on the next one later. If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.